Friday. What's everybody doing? Let's see. What do I got up here? Let's close the cabinet. Somebody can see my collection of pills I got up there. Don't need people knowing my special cocktail that keeps me smart and funny. You know. What's everybody doing out there today? We got the curtains closed up today. It is hotter than hellfire. We're in the south. And we got the APU running wide open back there. We're trying to stay cool. It ain't as easy as it looks. We're down here. Yeah, it's hot. I've been sitting all day. I got my reflective curtains. Then I got my normal curtains. Takes a lot. It's taking a lot to make this work today. Got unloaded this morning. Can't get the next stop off till tomorrow. Not happy about that. I don't know. I got to lose a day of my life because of scheduling, I guess. Looks like we might be getting some rain here in a little while. It would have been nice at about 1 o'clock today when it was at its hottest. But not to complain all day. I'm not here to complain all day. Just a little bit. A little bit of complaining. I know everybody's tuned in for the complaining, so I'm gonna give you what you want. Oh, let's see where we at here. Can't stop yawning. Sorry, I know people don't tune in to watch a guy yawn. I was asleep about 20 minutes ago, so it never fails. If I schedule a live show, I will fall asleep. I just guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, that ain't what I wanted to do. Let's go back. Cheap Freight Hauler was first in the house. I put you a link to ES Advantage in there. I don't even know if you can click on links in these new live shows, these vertical live shows. I'm not sure. I don't think you can. I'll go back. Yeah, I guess you can click on that link. Maybe, hopefully. Sally is in the house. Sally. No, it's not just lower rate by 20 from out of Michigan. This is my last month doing flatbed. I'm getting out. I'll work with family and come back when people I'll come back when it gets better and all them new people get out of it. Yeah, I don't think the new people are getting out anytime soon, though. That's the thing about it. I think we're just going to have more and more new people. More and more. But yeah, I don't know. I got I got a check this morning. I was pretty sad about. Yeah, we basically trucking for fuel these days. Yeah. Yeah, after I don't even know. Yeah, I mean it's sad deal. It's sad deal. By the time I pay for fuel, hell, you know I'm right there. I'm right there. Sally K says we have contracts with Big Three. I usually take GM stuff out of Michigan, Ohio, and Iowa. Ain't doing with cheaper rates. Okay. Maybe running the Midwest lines is better, but I'm out for now. No, it's all bag right now. It is tough to make a living in trucking right now. It is. Um, I titled this live show, Is It Time to Go Flatbedding? You know, it's springtime. The weather's getting warm. It's getting nice out. Is it time to find a flatbed trailer, and go back to flatbedding? What do you guys think? Anybody in the mood for some flatbedding? Anybody? Anybody to flatbed? Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. I guess they took it away. At one point, YouTube had it set up where I could start a poll from a vertical live show, but I guess they got rid of that. Maybe got rid of that. I don't know. Chris Tillman's in the house. All these door swingers coming over to open deck. Just waiting until they have to tarp something in places like Atlanta this summer. Good luck. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. That's, I never, the tarping in the heat never bothered me as much as tarping in the winter. When that tarp is frozen, I mean, that's mug. You know, when the damn tarp and the straps and the bungees are all froze or covered in ice, those are always the worst to me. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, they're gonna need that luck for sure. Killian says my answer would be yes. Killian talking about that flatbed game. Jerome Jones in the house. Let's go. Thank you for coming in. Bill 777 says summers are blazing hot and winters are ice cold. Yeah. Um, I have flatbed experience, so it would not be a surprise to me. You know, it's not like I've never done it and I'm just saying, oh, it's time to go flatbedding. Um, you know, I have flatbedding experience. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm not sure. CJ Hudson says, or is it tell everyone to go flatbed and watch them run? No, it wouldn't be for me. I mean, um, I like flatbedding for the customers is basically what I like, you know. Most flatbed customers are a lot more lax. You know, like I've got 4 pallets on the trailer right now, and I was unloaded at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning, somewhere in there, and now I've got to wait till in the morning at 6 o'clock to go get unloaded for the last 4 pallets. So basically, I'm sitting a whole entire day because it's grocery, you know, it's grocery warehouse stuff. And if it was flatbed, more than likely, I'd be already unloaded. I'd haul this down to the next stop, and they would have took it off. But dealing with grocery warehouses, that's a beast. That's a beast. Everybody, hit that like button if you would. Appreciate it. This ain't gonna be a long live show. I'll go ahead and give you a warning now. It's gonna be a great one, but it's not gonna be a long one. Um, Flatbedding is great until it isn't. Yeah, I think that's all of trucking, though. All of trucking is great until it isn't. Trucking with Cliffs in the house, get your ass in here. Yeah, that's what we do. Trucking with Cliffs, he says he loves biodynamics. Biodynamics. Um, we got some stuff coming up here in June and July with the Federal Reserve that's really going to control. You know, that's who controls the money in America. You know, the president ain't got as much to do with it as y'all think. That Federal Reserve, though, they got a meeting coming up, and it's going to be a tough one because monetary supply is tightening. We've got an inverted yield curve. So what do they do would be my question. Because if you lower the interest rate, you're just going to cause more inflation. And if you raise it, you're going to stall out the economy because can't nobody borrow money. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, the Federal Reserve was created to keep us out of monetary positions like we're in, but yet they create them about every 10 years. So just another one of those things of whatever they tell you it is, it ain't. You know, that Federal Reserve, they're there to keep the poor people poor. That's what they're really there for. Because um, you know, giving out a bunch of money and then raising interest rates, it don't make no sense. Like, it don't make no sense. So I don't know. Driving with John's in the house. What up, David Edwards? Hello, Scallywags. Seven Seas Transports in the house. Hey, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the state of the economy and trucking and trying not to cry. Um, I got a paycheck yesterday, or no, excuse me. I'll get it. It'll hit the bank tomorrow, and it's barely enough to cover the fuel for the weekend. I mean, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Um, CJ Hudson says, yeah, we need that tarped, but you can't do it on our property. Take it outside. I love those places. Oh, those are some of my favorite places. Um, we don't want the liability of you climbing on our product on our yard, but we want it tarped. Now, speaking of that, let's explain something in flatbedding real quick. When they want something tarped and you're picking it up from a place where it's not tarped, they're not worried about it getting wet. They're worried about it getting diesel on it, road grime on it. There's a lot of things that gets on a pallet of wood when it's on the back of a truck that it doesn't get when it's sitting in, a lumber yard. Um, I've seen 5 million YouTube videos where the guys on there like, oh man, look at this place I'm picking up from, and none of this wood is tarped, but they want me to tarp it. And it's like, yes, they want you to tarp it to keep the diesel off of it coming out of exhaust pipes. The diesel you drive through at the pump, there's typically some diesel at the pump. You drive through it, and then you get out on the road, and your tires sling that diesel everywhere. That's what they want. Oh, that water was hot. Oh, that was not good. That was a not a happy drink of water there. But yeah, that's a lot of what's going on in flatbedding. You know, it just irritates me. I see those videos every day. Of a flatbedder. It's like, damn, you've been doing flatbed this long, and you don't even know why they want you to tarp it. Egghead Mel? Stanza Transport was watching Joe Rogan. Now I'm here. Um, yeah, I've been watching a little bit more Rogan now that he's back on YouTube. I mean, not much, but I watched one the other day that was pretty good. Who was the guest? I don't remember who the guest was now. Oh, it was the faked moon landing guy, Bert Citadel or something. I watched about half of it. I find that guy to be a little bit annoying. I mean, I don't think the moon landings, disclaimer, I'm not 100% we landed on the moon. I'm not 100%. But that guy was kind of annoying. Jackknife TV's in the house. What up, Jackknife TV? Thank you for coming in. Jackknife TV says, what's up, Cash? How's it going? You mean a day of profits and yes, life. Yeah, this is it right here. Sitting around in the truck for a day. Not happy about it. But what can I do? It's like, if this load had been a 4-day load, let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it picked up Friday afternoon, and it did the finals out Wednesday morning. So long ass load. It should have been a day shorter. I mean, I was literally 100. I could have cut through the woods, and it would have been 102 miles. But I went around the freeway, and it made it 148 miles. Because I figure when I'm lightweight, this truck just sips fuel. So why not go around the freeway and not have to start and stop and start and stop and all that? So, but yeah, should have been able to get all this took off today. It just seems like to me. With both feet in the house, channel member, thank you, sir. Says, hey now, or hey all, excuse me. Still illiterate, never learned to read. Still working on it. Martin says, what's up, everybody? Headed for Flint, Michigan. Step Conestoga, low pro. Love the work. There you go. Just don't drink the water in Flint, right? Is the water still bad in Flint? I remember, you remember that video of Obama drinking that Flint water? Politicians are so fake, I swear to God. Jimmy Rigsby's in the house. Hi from Salt Lake City. We are miles apart, my friend. It's pretty warm down here. I'm in the south. I'm in that south region right now. Like I said, I got my I got my my reflective curtains in the windshield, and I got my front curtains pulled and my middle curtains pulled, and I got the APU running. So I was pretty cool taking a nap, but well, I tell you what, I stood up to get something off of that upper bunk up there, and it's still a little warm up there. Roger Berry's in the house. Hello from New Bern, North Carolina. Yeah, we not too far apart. Wayasakwe. I don't know. I'm trying with the names. I'm not the best at them. Damn it, boy. That's right. That's about my illiteracy right there. Chief Red Holler says, we got 100 gallons of sweet red wine made from the biggest watermelon on the vine. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. Are you doing a watermelon crawl? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Toga's in the house. What up, Toga? I seen a guy wearing a toga at a truck stop the other day. Yeah. Guy was literally walking around the truck stop wrapped in a sheet. And I was like, I get it. I get it. Times are tough. Times are tough. Can't afford those truck stop jogging pants. I get it. I get it. Got to take a cash advance on your truck stop jogging pants. That's a mouthful. Things you didn't think you'd hear today. Chief Fair Holler, figure about miss the flatbed good times. Woo! Chief Fair Holler says, at least round here. At least round here. Yeah, you know, I throw it over on the old load board sometime and check out the flatbed action. I don't know. I see a lot of YouTubers switching to flatbed or buying some flatbeds. Scottish Trucker Tommy just got some step deck. Um, you know, I hear other people have to have flatbeds to be successful and all. I don't know. I don't think there's any one spot in this market you can find that is not beat up right now. It's just a beat up economy. They keep on raising interest rates. They're really trying to keep that middle class poor, I think. And I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. I don't know. Because here's how I've always thought about trucking is you don't switch what you're doing in the bad times. If you're going to switch what you're doing, you typically try to do it in the good times. You know, you want to make some connections when things are good and settle in when things are bad. You know, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, things are really bad this time. RGB in the house. What up? Thank you for coming in, channel member. Jack Knight TV says, I don't see rates reflecting that cash. Even though it's springtime, summer flatbed still sucks. The southeast ain't too bad, but it's not where it needs to be. Poke trucker in the house. Step deck is better. Yes, I agree with that. I agree. If I was gonna do flatbed, um, I will tell you, like from my experience, if I was gonna do flatbed, I would want a step deck because I drive slow anyway. So the small tires ain't hurting me none. I drive slow. I don't care. Um, I get a step deck, and I probably would do a lot of partials. I'd probably work like a region or a circle and do a lot of partials. You know, load on, load off, load on, load off, that type of thing. Um, you know, that's the way to do it. It's a lot more work in the logistics side, booking the freight, getting it all lined up. But uh, you know, once you got it on the trailer, it's on the trailer, right? Reed says, "What's up, Cash? Did you happen to see Bruce Wilson's video the other day about the new international truck?" Just asking because I remember you talking about the new international motor months ago. Uh, Bruce Wilson. Is he the guy from Pittsburgh Power? Pittsburgh Power. Bruce Wilson. I don't know. That name sounds familiar, but I'll look into it. I have not seen his video. I'm not sure who that is to be exact. Um, let me look up a Bruce Wilson real quick. That sounds like the guy from Pittsburgh Power, I think. Bruce Wilson. There we go. Bruce Wilson, will it start? No, I mean, there's a video, I think, 5 days ago. Scania engine inside American-made truck. Ah, yes. It seems like Mr. Bruce Wilson is about 6 months behind me doing a video about that. That's the way most YouTubers are. I mean, if you want to be up to date on trucking, you got to subscribe to this guy. This guy. You know, somebody told me the other day, you should send that story to the Asian Mind. I'm like, why would I send it to Asian Mind? You know, I do stories and then they do stories. You know, just because I'm ahead of everybody. You know. Um, oh, but no, I haven't seen anything on Bruce Wilson. I'd be honest with you, I don't even know who Bruce Wilson is. I think I've seen that guy on YouTube before, but I'm not 100% familiar with him. But I'll watch the video. I got nothing against the guy, I just don't know the guy. 53 steps in the house. Open deck sucks. Cash trust. It's my gig. Been doing open deck forever. It's saturated with people looking for loads. Okay, yeah. That's the problem. Same thing happened with Reefer during COVID. Everybody that had a flatbed came over to do Reefer. You know, everybody switched from flatbed to Reefer, and it's saturated. So, Seven Seas, I'm doing pretty well. Step decking, there you go. Jackknife says El Paso in August. Yeah, I'm good. Tarpon in Fargo, January 12th with 40-mile-an-hour wind. With a wind chill, probably negative 60. Okay. Go flatbed. Customers are better. Yes. That is the one thing with refrigerated that sucks. You know, it's capstone. It's you know, I'm not going to talk bad about my customers, but yeah, a lot of these food services, garbage. Yeah, big grocery warehouse chains, not the best, to put it lightly. I mean, Capstone is the big one. Capstone's the mafia, right? I don't want to get murdered over this, but I'm pretty sure Capstone's the mafia. Because who else has a business where you can name your price without question and you got no competition? It's got to be the mafia. It's the only way I can think of it. Got to be. I feel like if you try to start a lumper service, you're going to get a visit from the Capstone goons, and they'll put you right in a hole right beside Jimmy Hoffa. Chief Fowler says, if you got doubles endorsement, you could pull a flatbed and a reefer. There you go. Open the reefer doors while tarping in the summer heat. That don't sound like a bad idea. I saw a flatbed that somebody was running a generator, like with to cool their truck. Had like a generator air conditioner, like I used to have. They had the generator under the front of the tarp to keep it out of the rain, and it made me think of you, Chief Frey Holler. I was thinking, that's a refrigerated. That sounds like a refrigerated flatbed. I thought it was you for sure. Let's see who's in the house. Super chat. Whoa, Bo P's in the house. 1999. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, who, whatever. I'm not sure what Bo P. I'm assuming that's a dude. Trucking is done. They needed to regulate 90% of the truckers are under work authorization permits. They need to regulate it. Yes, I couldn't agree more. The person that ran into my trailer about a year ago, was here on a work visa with a temporary CDL. I didn't even know they had temporary CDLs you could run under like that, but in New York they do. And she ran all over me, and then, you take a picture, the insurance paper don't match the name on the side of the truck, and the It's just a mess. Like, yeah. Here's the thing with trucking, in my opinion. We don't need new laws. They need to enforce the laws that they have on the books. Then we might get somewhere. You know what I mean? Let's see. Gary Bates, thumbs up, poop emoji. J Night TV says 2024 is already the rest of the year, in my opinion. In 2025, well, who knows what will happen. Even if Trump wins, I don't think he'll be able to fix things that fast. He will not be able to fix things that fast. The president doesn't do that much. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, the president is a puppet. Like, for you guys that think Trump is going to save everything, it don't work like that. I mean, that's what they want you to think. They want you to think the president is in control. Well, let me tell you, when a president gets out of line, I mean, anybody ever seen a Zapruder film? I mean, that's what happens when a president gets out of line. The CIA controls this country. The billionaires and the large corporations control this country. President ain't got that much to say about it, honestly. So everybody that's out there thinking Trump's your savior and he's coming to save you, Trump's a politician. He don't give a shit about you. He don't care about you. He gets up there and he does a song and dance because he's a politician. That's what politicians do. Politicians, their whole thing is they need you to like them, so you can be distracted by what they're doing. Joshua Weston says, well, full in open deck, stay away. Okay, we full in open deck, stay away. I appreciate that. Like a canary in a coal mine. He's saying it ain't there. Don't go in there. Right, I hear you. Um, I got flatbed experience, but I don't want to switch. I'll be honest with you. I don't really want to switch in a time like this because number one, I see a lot of people switching to open deck already, and that's one thing. The market's already getting a lot of people pulled into it, and I don't have any flatbed connections right now. And this ain't a time where you get to know brokers and you build relationships and all that. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying this ain't particularly the time for that. Because the broker don't, most brokers right now, they're just doling out to the cheapest, to who will do it the cheapest. If I was a broker, I tell you what, I'm going to start a brokerage, and it's going to be called Who Will Do It the Cheapest LLC. You know what I mean? Like, when you see my name on the loadboard, you just know I'm going to be dealing out some crap. Hello, Who Will Do It the Lowest LLC? Negotiate? Hi, you got the wrong number, guy. You see I got it posted for $300, and you want to know if I can come up to $400? Hi. Hang on, I got somebody else on the line. Click. That's the way it'd be. That's the way it's going to go. Oh, Sky Schaefer's in the house. Hello, fellow waffle stompers. Ooh, and scallywags. Okay, there you go. I'm a scallywag. Driver John says, what different kind of truckings have you done? Oh, I've done it all. I've done it all from high to low to east to west. But yeah, I have done quite a bit. Jackknife TV says, I love the places where they're like, you must tarp this lumber. Her sees to drive the forklift through a foot of water to pick up the lumber to put it on your truck. Yeah, but they're not telling you to tarp it to keep water off of it. They're telling you to tarp it so it ain't covered in diesel fluid. Diesel and DEF fluids, whatever's coming out your tailpipe. Scott's in the house. Hey, y'all. Rebecca Cunningham, Trump couldn't fix a piece of tape. Come on with it. Oh, me. There we go. We got somebody that gets it. I mean, like, I always think, how much control is the president in? And then I think, boy, they get out of line, and before you know it, the CIA's got them retiring. And then if they won't retire, they they do that thing they do where they put you in a parade in Dallas. Bring in the bring in the military industrial complex and let's have a debate, right? No, that's not how that works. Those guys don't debate. They make guns and missiles for a living. Oh man, I'll drop a tomahawk helicopter on your head. You know what I mean? Oh, let's see. Hunter P. Brown's in the house. What up, Hunter P. Brown? Thanks for coming in. Greetings, Cash. What up, Hunter? Scott says, new truck has 175 miles on it. Lots of room in the new Pete. Yeah. Yeah, I got more room in this one, I think, than I did the Cascadia. I'll probably do a comparison video here in the next couple weeks. I think I've been in this truck for 4 months now, and I think that's enough to kind of like give a comparison video. I will not say which is better, Betty White or this truck is Betty Blue. Betty Blue. Um, so I, I don't think one's better than the other. I think they both have their good points and they both have the things that totally make me mad. But until I get to design the perfect truck, they'll all have pros and cons, I guess. Grateful Truckers in the house. Hi, Cash. I was having a gloomy day until your stream came on. Yeah, I was too. I'm just there's stuff going on at the house that I wish I was at the house for right now. I'm kind of like and I'm 1,200 miles away. If I started driving right now, I couldn't do a damn thing about it. And yeah, it's just frustrating being out here not making the money that I think I should be making to be on the road. Basically trucking for fuel this weekend. I basically trucked for fuel. And then I get to go pick up a backhaul that's paying $2 a mile to not even go home. I got to split it. I got to go halfway home, and then from there try to go home. I don't know. I don't know. Scott says I didn't realize how much crap I had in the last truck. Isn't it crazy how tightly packed you can get your crap in your truck? I mean, holy moly. Like this one right here, that top bunk's already action packed. I probably got a half a dumpster worth of stuff I need to throw out. Matter of fact, I might do that. I'm at a big truck stop with a dumpster over there. I got some old blankets and stuff I'd like to throw away. They're like 5 winters old, and you know how a winter in a truck is not like a winter at the house. It's like you're not washing those blankets every couple weeks. Some of them blankets may have never been washed, so I need to throw some stuff away. Hunter P. Brown says, I'm in Penn State. Part of my truck body decided to fall off. Wow. I was lucky to save it. I caught it before it completely snapped off. Lord have mercy. Yes, I have a plastic piece on my new truck that the bracket broke on. And luckily it's in a spot where it can't fall off. It's like behind another piece. But when I get home, I've got to, we'll either do some probably, I don't know, I might call Peterbilt or look online, see if I can get a new bracket. It's a plastic bracket, so how we didn't know that was going to work well. So, or I might try to take it apart and put that, like some plastic, like a JB Weld, plastic, epoxy on there. We'll do something like that, probably. George Wilson says, in the winter, mix a solution, oil and antifreeze, and spray it bottle. Put a light coat of mixture on your tarp. They won't freeze. Okay. Oil and antifreeze. That's going to be slicker than owl shit on a doorknob, is it not? Is that not going to be like goose shit with antifreeze on there? I'm just saying. I don't know if the solution is better than the problem. You know what I mean? Having antifreeze all over your tarps. I'm not sure about that. Mike Nine Toes says, I'll be in Birmingham, Alabama tonight. All right. I bet it's hot down there. Gary Bates says, watermelon is a sugar high. Whoo, love me some watermelon. Come on with it. Toga, everything is possible, Mr. Cash. Yeah. At a truck stop, you never know what you're going to see. I saw two ladies having a conversation at a Flying J this morning. I thought they were getting ready to fight. And then they hugged each other. I was like, what in the hell's going on over here? Like, it was a weird conversation they were having. Then all of a sudden they hugged. I was like, maybe I don't understand the situation. Maybe I'll mind my own damn business, you know? Chief Rahal says, I rented a flat last summer. It sat much. As I ran, I was getting about the same rate by pulling a van without having to tarp. Okay. I can see that. Grateful Trucker says, don't get into flatbed unless you want to do flatbed. We are waiting on a good market too. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about getting into flatbed right now because of the economy. I've got connections in Reefer, so I think I'd be better off to stay in Reefer and just ride it out, you know. But George Wilson, get a 45-foot scrap metal gondola recycling. Okay, gotcha. Poke Trucker says, "Hey Cash, I got a friend who works out of Boston area. He makes $1,200 to $1,500 a day doing in dump work. In dump work, yes. Um, so the thing with end dump and all that, you're going to make more like per day probably in the summer, but you've got a down season, you know, and that's the drawback to that. It's hard to make like 1,500 a day consistently. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Upper Lip Cash is in the house. I love the smell. Oh, okay. KG says drive slow. How you do 3,000 miles a week? Well, I'm pretty efficient with my hours. So let's say 60 hours of my 70 is drive time. Um, that's an average of 50 miles per hour to get 3,000 miles in. You know, if I go 65 mile an hour, most of that's freeway, so I can average like 60 miles an hour pretty easily. So that's 50 hours of my clock that it would take to get 3,000 miles. I've done the research on it for me. 65 is about where I want to be. Most time I'll run like 64 just so I'm not, you know, like pacing the company trucks. I can kind of stay in my own little groove. But I'll tell you this, 68 mile an hour is about as fast as I want to go. And I really don't even like that. 70 miles an hour, 72 miles an hour, it seems like a waste to me in a truck. You're just constantly in and out of traffic, in and out of traffic. And then you get hung up behind a slow truck. And then you lose all your speed. And then you got to get out in traffic and you got to gain that speed back. And I don't feel like you get a lot more miles in a week relative to the effort you put in. Technically, you probably get more miles in a week, but relative week after week, I don't think it's worth the effort to go 70, 72. Watch those guys that go that fast. They get hung up in a lot of traffic, or go that fast yourself if you have a truck that'll go that fast. I've tested it. Um, if I'm in rural South Dakota and I got a tailwind, you might catch me doing 70. You know, somewhere like that where it's very rural and I don't have to worry about traffic. But you won't catch me trying to go through like, you know, Nashville or metropolitan area at 70 miles an hour. You're just fighting traffic at that point. So that's how I look at it. KG, oh, drive slow. Yeah, 3,000 miles a week. Yeah, I mean 3,000 miles a week's it's a lot of miles for me. As an owner operator, I don't want a lot of miles. I want money, not miles. You know. The old Dart transportation ad where the guy's like, it's all about the miles to me. I need as many miles as I can get. And the guy's like, you know, that poor bastard's making $1 and a nickel a mile back then. So yeah, he needs 4,000 miles a week to break even on that truck payment, but not me. You know, I like to make my money in about 2,500 miles a week. I feel like that's a good, like, if I can get a good rate per mile, that's about where I'm, like, work wise, that's about where I want to be. Now, hell, if I could drive 1,000 miles a week and make $7,000, hey, let's just do it that way. But that's not really feasible. So if I can average, like, in this market, if I can average 250 a mile and get, 2,500 miles a week, I can live on that. But it's tough. It's tough. Chief Holler says thinking about getting back to it next year. Okay. Um, No Fear. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in, No Fear. Upper Lip Cash. Oh, uh, I wish people had original thoughts. You ever think of that? How people can never do something original? You ever notice that? Like their brain is just not made to do things originally. It's like they have a brain that it's just like, hey, here's a groove. I'm gonna get in the groove and I'm just gonna follow the groove. It's like, here's what it is, okay? Some people got a train for a brain, okay? It's on the tracks. It just stays on the track. Some people got dune buggies for a brain. I mean, they're off in the sand 10 miles off the route, you know? Uh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fate Trucking's in the house. I'm still waiting on Fate Trucking to call me back. He sent me a text message at 1 o'clock that said, I call you back. Yeah, Fate Trucking. I call you back at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Still hasn't called me back. I figured he would call me back when I went live. Um, but we'll see. Who knows? Hang on one second. All right. Sorry about that brief interruption there. Poke Trucker says he is also home every night. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about hauling dirt is you'll be home more. You will make good money, but there'll be part of the year where it's hard to find work. I mean, I ain't saying don't do it, you know, follow your bliss and whatnot, but just know every part of trucking has its pro and its con. Okay, there's no there's no switching over to this and it being the cure all. You know, like flatbed. If I switch to flatbed now, I got a whole nother spectrum of problems. You know what I mean? In business, most of the time you're just trading problems for problems. Um, Jake Knife says partials where my bread and butter when I ran flatbed, rented a 53 flatbed for partials. Partials paid the fuel tolls and put a little money in my pocket while the truckload made me wealthy. Okay. Jake Knife TV says Bruce Wilson is the cab over guy. He also is partnered with Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Or they got a flatbed company. I mean a Peterbilt dealership now, right? Fitzgerald. Hunter P. Brown says if this gig doesn't work for me, I'm going with waste management. The money is good, but get used to that stench and dealing with jerks all day. Um, yeah. Waste Management is a great company to work for, though. I will give you that. For every ad I see, now those trucks don't have air conditioning in them. I'll go ahead and warn you from the waste management trucks I've seen. They don't have air conditioning, so yeah, be prepared for that smell all day, every day, especially on a hot one. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to justify being out on the road right now. You know, it's like if if other people want to work for free and be on the road all the time, maybe they think they're doing good. Maybe they are compared to where they're coming from. But for, people that have been out here and sacrificed all these years, it's like now I'm getting into that part of my age where I need to be making some money. And I kind of feel like the American dream is kind of dead. Well, I don't think it's kind of dead. It's dead. You know, there's too many people willing to come in and undercut you any chance they get. So, no matter what business you're in, it's rough go right now. It is. I hope things get better. But here's the reality of the economy. Okay. The reality of the economy right now is the government and the Federal Reserve gave away trillions of dollars to people so they could sit at home and consume products that didn't even exist. And it caused two things. It caused a massive amount of inflation, and it taught a workforce that you don't have to work to make money. And it taught a whole generation of kids that. So, you reap what you sow, and that's the facts. We we are reeling in this inflation because when people don't work, when people don't manufacture things and contribute to society, but yet they still get to spend the money like they're working when it wasn't saved up money, it wasn't their resources. Well, yeah, don't be surprised you get 20% inflation. If they created 18% of the money that ever existed during COVID, I figure we got 18% plus inflation coming at us. You know what I mean? Just math to me. If something's worth $1 today and you give 18% of it away, well, guess what? It ain't worth $1 no more. It's worth 82 cents because you gave away. When you start giving things away, it takes away the ability to price things, basically, is what I'm saying. That was a long way around to a short goal there. Maquina El Elevadora. Sorry. Horrible with names. I try, though. I try. Um, Produce coming out of California is starting to pay better. That is good. That is good. I was down in Texas last week or the week before, and rates weren't horrible out of there. I got like $1.90 to come out of there, and that was back to Iowa, from Texas to Iowa for $1.90. I was kind of surprised by that, but then I was talking to someone about produce was hitting, and that was what was keeping the rates up. Roger Berry says Capstone Goons will send a midget with a club. Yeah, you better watch them Capstone Goons, boys. Bo P, Washington, California, or New York. Every time I go change my CDL, I need to show them my passport. Well, as someone told me the other day, maybe we should jump the border and come back in illegally. What do you guys think about that? We think about 10,000 of us just just take a bunch of buses, go down to the border, and then cross back over. We go in through Tijuana and we come out in El Paso. Come back in El Paso. What do you guys think? Walk into Mexico through Tijuana. It's a pleasant experience. I've done it a bunch of times when I lived in San Diego. I'd walk down to Tijuana. And then, hey, we walk over and we come back across the Rio Grande somewhere around El Paso. I don't know. Could be a fun adventure. I'm just saying. And hey, we come back in and we get all the support of the American government because we don't get it now. That's for damn sure. G Free Holler says Reefer is where it's at because people always got to eat. What I say about that, though, is more food is shipped in dry vans than it is in reefer units. If you go to the grocery store, the most part of the grocery store is dry goods, right? But the problem is you get too many reefers, and then number one, there ain't no money for people to go grocery shopping. I mean, I know I've cut back on some things that I normally buy. Yeah, I mean, I get it. People do have to eat. There will always be refrigerated loads. And fresh, fresh spoils faster than the dry. But if you look at a grocery warehouse, the majority of it is dry. And then they have a refrigerated and a freezer. So it's not the cure-all. Plus, when too many people get into it, it kind of messes it all up. Let's see. George Wilson, lease on to Fez Check Outfit, Windmeyer Express, West Bend, Wisconsin. Andrew wants to know, have I ever trucked in Alaska? No, I would like to, but I have not. My buddy Cummins ISX 565 goes to Alaska all the time. Check out his channel. It's a good guy. This truck and life's in the house. Hey, yo. Parade in Dallas. Yeah. Yeah, you get out of line and the CIA will give you a special parade right through Dallas. I'm just saying. That's the way I see it. Grills in the house. Hey, Cash. Oberdino Tisso Bing Bang. Sorry. Horrible names again. What advice would you give a new trucking company given that the MC number is new and the rates are horrible? Whew. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be rough. Hunker down. Save your money. That would be mine. Freight Up Trucker says Flatbed is the new gold rush. There's more money in selling straps and ratchet and binders. Ooh. I'm glad you told me that. I need to re-up my partnership with a flatbed selling company I used to do business with. Blue Baseball Special. Come on, Griff. Come on. Russell Freight Services in the house. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Aaron Connors in the house. I'm in Nashville waiting on another truck. My other truck, the engine mount broke while going down the road. Damn it, boy. Cheap freight hauler, $3 reefer loads in Florida. Woo! Hell to the yeah, that sounds good. Rogue says that's the truth. Just cruise and the miles still add up. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I do it. I'm not a big fan of fighting traffic. I'm too old for that. Little A's in the house. How long did it take to get your CDL license, then find a job? Way back in the year 2006. That's right. I know you young guys probably think, damn, what, dude, starting a horse and buggy? Back in 2006, I went on Google. I Googled CDL school. And before I knew it, my ass was on a Greyhound bus to Arkansas. And I went out there. I took an 18-day course. I got my CDL. And I was hired on the day I left school. So all in all, hell, it probably wasn't even a month from the time I Googled truck driving school to the time I was driving a truck. So, yeah, it went fast. It went fast. But I think I'm out of here, guys. I much appreciate everybody coming in and listening to me rant and rave. I'm sleepy. I'm I'm in one of them moods today. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Stay safe. Take care of each other out there. Later.